Rhonda is so excited to introduce you to her new band, Rhonda and the Boas. This is Nightmare.
Hello.
This is Velveeta.
Smooth.
Row, row, row your boat gently down the stream. Oh, merrily, 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 life is but a dream. Oh, row, row.
This is the story of Rhonda Shear, an up-and-coming Hollywood actress. When Norm Glazer caught her act at the Improv, a Los Angeles comedy club, he had a great idea. Since she played the role of a mannequin so convincingly, why not make her into one? So now Rhonda's face can be seen, and seen, and seen, because Rhonda is the cloned look of the 80s. For mannequins, that is.
Christmas tree, oh Christmas tree, how lovely are your branches. Christmas tree, oh Christmas tree, how lovely are your branches. In summer sun or winter snow.
Optiques, we're making you picture perfect with exclusive eyewear such as Beret, Valentino, Mickley, Christian Dior.
Optiques for the most exciting, exclusive eyewear in the desert.
Optiques.
Hi, Mom and Dad. This is what I'm gonna look like in about 50 years. I want you to meet some people. This is Peter. Peter, get over here.
Hi.
He's a flirt. Come over here, Steve. Steve created this face. He's responsible for making me look like an old hag.
Look at her, Steve.
But he's cute, isn't he cute?
Steve, look at this picture.
He's shy.
Stand still, Ron. Let me get a good shot.
All right, let me do one.
Turn sideways. Get a little closer here. Oh, good. I want to see the name. Right? Yeah, that's good. See that?
Twist and stretch the tape.
Dun, 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 dun.
Hey, still tap dance at your age, huh?
All right, that's good. They'll like it. Let's just put it on my tape just so we can have this. We can use this like.
Meet actress Rhonda Shear. Her face was copied as the look of the 80s.
When I saw Rhonda, I was the perfect mannequin. She showed me exactly the way the mannequin was going to look, with its body attitudes, with its facial expressions.
It's neat. Ah! What if she talks? It's really kind of interesting. I get to see myself in clothes that I probably wouldn't pick out.
Stuck at home and you don't know what to do. Hold on, baby, Rhonda, she's got you. Grab your computer, log on, baby, you got the power. It's the Rhonda Shear Social Live. It's the Rhonda Shear Social Live.
Hi, gang, and welcome to another fabulous edition of USA Up All Night. Tonight, I have an exciting evening planned for you. I've decided that it's time for me to bring you some ancient mythological information. That's why I'm taking you to the Mayan Club, so that we can all have an education about ancient South America. Just kidding. Oh, the Mayan Club isn't a school. It's a hot, popular night spot that serves wild drinks and has fabulous dancing. Well, we also have two terrific films for you. The first film is Princess Warrior, and it's all about power and jealousy. Our second film is called Vows, and it's all about jealousy, power, and the San Fernando Valley. Right now, let's get into the spirit of the Mayan Club with the Sheepy Totec dancers. Yes! USA! All night! Hi, gang. Are you enjoying our film, Princess Warrior? I'll tell you, I'm feeling like Princess Rhonda right now. I'm almost ready to go to the Mayan Club, and I think it'll be a lot of fun. I hope everything is handled in traditional Mayan. But now with me from the Shipi Totec dancers is Lázaro. Am I saying that right?
Yeah, Lázaro.
Now, right now, our plumes are mating together. You know that? Can you feel that? I hope that yours are boys and mine are girls. Tell me a little bit about your group.
Yeah, we are the Shipi Totec Aztec dance group, and we do the traditional Aztec Indian dances, and we represent the Mexican people and the indigenous roots and sharing this part of the culture. This is very traditional because this dance is being passed by the great-grandfathers to fathers to sons. So we're still teaching these dances and sharing with the many communities in this country and many other countries.
That is so beautiful. And everything that you do is handmade, right?
Yeah, this is all handmade. Takes many hours to complete the costumes, and the feathers, they are exotic feathers from different birds, and the symbols that we have, they are very special meaning for us. They are from our ancestors.
And what does the name of your group mean in English?
Shipi Totec, that's the god of the spring, of the new life of the Aztec people.
That's a beautiful thought. New life. Okay, right now we're going to have some new life because right now we're going to go to a commercial. Will you guys help me? Let's do a little dance off, a little dance into commercial. Okay, ready? And this is the Rhonda commercial dance. Be back right after this. Hi, it's Rhonda, Shipi Totec, Shear here on USA Up All Night. Well, we've had a lot of fun. We've danced around Rhonda's bedroom, but you know what? It's time now to go off to the Mayan Club. And you guys have been a lot of fun. Wait, let me crown you with a traditional Rhonda feather. Can you say USA? Can you say Up All Night?
Up all night.
Let's go. See you later at the club. A little dancing, everyone. Ooh, it's Rhonda here on USA Up All Night in downtown Los Angeles at the world-famous Mayan Club. Tonight, Rhonda's going to show you what's hot, what's not. So come right back and meet some of the creatures of the night at the Mayan Temple turned Hollywood hotspot on USA Up All Night. Can you feel the heat at the Mayan Club? It is so hot. It is so steamy. It's so Rhonda! I've Rhondacized everyone in this room with my magic Rhonda ball. You guys go back to the film and Rhonda will just keep steaming things up for you. Hi, gang. You know, after spending all that time at the Mayan, I'm now interested in ancient cultures. Yeah, I was just reading all about the eulogy Georgie Jessel gave at Groucho Marx's funeral. Talk about ancient. Why don't you go to a commercial and we'll be back for more of Princess Warrior on USA Up All Night. While you're gone, I'll look up Bob Hope's first monologue joke. It should be somewhere in here. Oh. Here it is, Ice Age Dawning / Hope material. Boy, talk about pressure. I thought being a queen of a beauty pageant was a ton of work. Princess of a Planet is no trip to the Rose Garden. Let's go to commercial and we'll be back for more of USA Up All Night. I wonder if her sister will settle for Miss Congeniality. Nah, probably not. I really would love love to sit here and chat with you, but I want to hurry up and get back to our film, Princess Warrior. Two sisters fighting over attention and power is something I can really relate to. If you grew up with my sister Nona, you'd know exactly what I mean. Darn that Nona, she doesn't let me get away with anything. See what I mean? And welcome back to USA Up All Night. Don't tell me you were surprised by the end of our film, Princess Warrior. You know good always wins over evil. Just look at our politicians. Well, maybe not. Anyway, I think you're really going to enjoy our next film because instead of intergalactic fighting, this film has intergalleria fighting. Oh, and in case any of you don't know what a galleria is, it means mall in San Fernando Valley talk. Hey, let's go to our next film, Vals. You know, it wouldn't hurt some of you. USA Up All Night. Hi, gang. It's Rhonda, and I think it's time for me to give you a little test. What is the correct response to this? Gagging me with a... I hope most of you said spin, because that means you've been paying close attention to our film, Vals. Let's go to commercial, and we'll be back for more of USA Up All Night. Quick, grody to the... That's right, Max. You've got to stay on your toes. Rhonda likes testing you. Hi, and welcome back to USA Up All Night, and we're in the middle of a long, scary journey. It's a trip only for those who have the discipline of a soldier and the strength of an athlete. They're the only ones who can handle it. That's right, we're traveling through the San Fernando Valley. Let's go back to our film, Vals, and I should warn you, soon we'll be in the Sherman Oaks Galleria. Pretty scary stuff. Okay, we've got a good one here today. I surely do. Let's check this out. Hi, Rhonda. I'm one of 12 guys that get together every Friday night to watch Rhonda's Up All Night on the Big USA. We all agree that we would like to nominate you, Rhonda, for our entry into Las Vegas's Best Legs contest in January. Wow. All of us guys are big fans of yours, and I mean big. We are all over 6 feet tall. Write soon, and if possible, say hi to Larry in Indian Springs on your next show and wear something sexy. I'd like to see you in pink. With love, your friend and #1 fan, Larry. Well, you got it, Larry. There you go. Hi, everybody. It's your nocturnal nightlight Rhonda, and I have a bit of advice for any of my college friends who are about to haze a fraternity like the guys in our film. Don't. If you need to hang out with a bunch of fat guys and drink beer, then skip the small stuff like fraternities and do it big time. Go into politics. You'll have plenty of drinking buddies there. Let's go to commercial, and we'll be back for more togas and frolicking in the Kennedy compound. I mean, in our film Vals. Sorry, Ted. Hi, everybody, and we're back for more action in the San Fernando Valley. You know, a lot of you aren't from California, so you have no idea what the San Fernando Valley is. How can I describe it? Girls spend all day by the pool getting a tan. At night, they wear skimpy little outfits and spend most of their time giggling a lot. But wait a minute. don't pack up and move there just yet. At least wait until the end of the film. Hey, let's go back to Val's and see if they're worth the cost of a U-Haul. Hi, gang. It's totally to the max how totally wild our film Valve is. You go to commercial and we'll be back for more of USA Up All Night. Yeesh. I think I'm going to be like sick with like this valley talk. Well, that was quite a film. I hope you liked Hooper and all the action that Burt Reynolds and the guys put together for you. It sure seems to me that they took a lot of falls. And in the case of Adam West, I hope his career comes back up. Well, be sure and tune in next week since I'll have 3 more action-packed films for you. Man Killers, Sweet Sugar, and Meatballs 3 on USA Up All Night. Good night.
Christmas tree, oh Christmas tree, how lovely are your branches. Christmas tree, oh Christmas tree, how lovely are your branches. In summer sun or winter snow.
Welcome to Retreat, a style oasis. Here at Retreat, we give beautiful and unique furniture, decor, art, and luxury items a second chance. Our team of experts carefully curates our collection of fabulous finds and offers unique pieces at affordable prices. From stunning furniture and decor to luxury accessories and apparel, we have a little something for everyone. It's Resale Reimagined. Come see our store located at 1940 Central Avenue in St. Petersburg, Florida, or browse our website at retreatstpete.com.
Hi, it's Rhonda Shear, and some of you may remember me from USA Up All Night, and some of you may be watching me on HSN, where I sell my own line of Rhonda Shear intimate apparel. Well, whatever. I would love to send messages to your family, to your friends, just anything that you're excited about. I'm happy to send that message to you. So remember, love and sizzle kisses from Rhonda. I'm ready to be booked. Anyway, put me on cameo.com/Rhonda Shear.
Mannequins. You just kind of have to wonder, where could they possibly come from? Cleveland, El Paso, possibly San Francisco? All wrong. In fact, the world's largest manufacturer is here in Los Angeles. It's called Greniker, and it's like any other factory with a little twist. Meet actress Rhonda Shear. Her face was copied as the look of the 80s, which brings us to our next question. What's a better sales tool, the model or the mannequin? But more about that later. First, let's see how these fiberglass humanoids are made.
A mannequin starts with an idea. The idea starts from the fashion world. Once we determine what we have to manufacture, we go out and we solicit models to try to create the look that's necessary to create the end product in the store level. They cover the clay with a plaster material which hardens, which forms a cavity. The cavity then acts as a mold. From that, we get what we call a prototype. It's a series of paintings and a series of spraying fiberglass. They take the 2 parts of the mold and they put them together with clamps. After the hour, they open up the molds, out pops the mannequin. And then it goes to a fine sanding table. The fine sanding table makes it baby fine. For instance, if the legs aren't smooth, the mannequin cannot accommodate pantyhose on the store level.
However, manufacturing mannequins means far more than making perfect legs. It's an art form that requires staying on top of the latest fashion fads or trends, be it shoe size or bust size.
We've gone through a stage in, I guess it was the early 50s, where the bust line was standing out like a pair of searchlights. And the fashions of the day accommodated that kind of a bust line. When we went into the late 60s or quite possibly the early 70s, they went to a no-bra look. the bust sagged. Can you imagine showing a certain see-through blouse on a mannequin that had a bust sticking out like searchlight? It just wouldn't look right. So the mannequin industry had to also govern themselves on what the fashion looked like. Our mannequins sell anywhere between $500 and $600. It's like an automobile. They can have it with adjustable eyes, which cost a little bit more than a painted eye. They can have a brushed portrait finish on it, which costs more than a normal makeup job. There's so many different elements that we can put into the mannequin, like you do with an automobile, to make it that much more attractive or better.
Back to the timeless question. Are mannequins or models the better sales tool? We experimented with both, using the latest in 83 swimwear. One glaring difference between the models and mannequins is that the mannequin will rarely complain regardless of what's required to make the shoot right. But a warning, their motion is severely limited. I guess in the end, mannequins will always have their place in the fashion world, as will models.
And you know another thing about mannequins? They don't have to worry about their diets. Humans do. When we come back tonight, we'll see why some people think Americans eat far too much red meat.
Christmas tree, oh Christmas tree, how lovely are your branches. Oh Christmas tree, how lovely are your branches. In summer sun or winter snow.
Hi, it's Rhonda Shear, and some of you may remember me from USA Up All Night. And some of you may be watching me on HSN, where I sell my own line of Rhonda Shear intimate apparel. Well, whatever. I would love to send messages to your family, to your friends, just anything that you're excited about. I'm happy to send that message to you. So remember, love and sizzle kisses from Rhonda. I'm ready to be booked. Anyway, book me on cameo.com/Rhonda Shear.
Well, of course, mannequins in department stores have to reflect the most glamorous, the hottest look that the fashion world has to offer. So imagine the thrill if somebody walked up to you and said, "Hey, I want you to be the model for a mannequin." Well, that's exactly what happened to Rhonda Shear when her face was discovered by a leading mannequin manufacturer.
Yeah, okay. You know, my name is Professor Pac-Man. Thank you very much. I've been working for the Motel Toy Company, and I created this latest creation. You heard of Betsy Wetsy? You heard of Chatty Cathy? Well, this is Rhonda Honda. Gets great mileage, really.
This is the story of Rhonda Shear, an up-and-coming Hollywood actress. When Norm Glaser caught her act at the Improv, a Los Angeles comedy club, he had a great idea. Since she played the role of a mannequin so convincingly, why not make her into one? So now Rhonda's face can be seen, and seen, and seen, because Rhonda is the cloned look of the 80s. For mannequins, that is.
When I saw Rhonda at the Improv, I was charmed by her act. I've been creating mannequins for the last 25 years, but I knew if I fashioned a line to look like her, it would be totally original in its own subtle way. When I saw Rhonda, I was the perfect mannequin. She showed me exactly the way the mannequin was going to look, with its body attitudes, with its facial expressions. It was no longer a gamble. She has that charm, that's something special. I really believe that Rhonda captures the look of the 80s.
They look at her and say, what a dummy. Ooh. I wish she were a real girl. No guy never ever sends her flowers.
Ding dong, STD.
Now you know why.
Her face and form are being sculpted for use in the manufacturing of mannequins.
When you're creating a mannequin from scratch, you are 90% sure that the model you're choosing is going to be correct. There's a 10% guess at it. I look for someone that reflects the look of today, someone that is, in her case, lifestyle of today. You go back to the early centuries, it might have been Mary Pickford, it might have been in the 50s, Joan Crawford. Rhonda Shear exemplifies what we think the look of the 80s is going to be. But Rhonda, if you want to dissect her, is not perfect. Take her nose, her mouth, dissect it individually, she's not a perfect person. But together, it's a total look. She's devastatingly beautiful.
Being a sculpture subject was new for me. I felt flattered, even though it took quite a long time. I wanted to ask you, how come you prefer sculpting to the, what do you call it, about face
casting? Light casting?
Yeah.
Well, we haven't perfected a very good method for casting. And the weight of it flattens the face out so that it becomes just real, the low spots get lower, the high spots get lower too, and it gets a very sag look to it.
Yeah, it's neat. What if she talks?
Someday we'll make a talking mannequin.
Have you ever been up here alone and imagined that one
I
moved?
sometimes dream at night about these things. Creating a mannequin is like creating a commercial product. We have to respond to our customer in the department store, and I have to do an interpretation of her that responds to what's happening in the fashion industry today. And therefore, our customer in the store will respond to her face and want to see themselves wearing what she has on.
I love being a mannequin because, first of all, I do the mannequin routine, a mannequin act, but I have to admit it's very eerie to look at a likeness of yourself that really, I can see it. It's strange, but it's fun.
Mannequins have been used to display fashion since they were first introduced in the 1894 Paris Exposition. They were used by only the most prosperous of businesses at first because of their outrageous cost, $15. Early mannequins were of wax, intended to be heavy and awkward, especially in the summer months when they were prone to melting in the heat. They were big-busted, and their faces were very expressive. In 1925, manufacturers began to use papier-mâché. Eventually, this method was replaced by plaster, and in the early 60s, plastics began to be used in the process. Never before has there been such a wide variety of choices in dress as there are for today's woman. Clothes are colorful, functional, baggy, and bizarre.
I think the look of the 80s is much more than just a look. It's being a total person, a total woman, which comes from being an achiever and doing everything you can to make yourself not only look great, but feel great, exercising, and getting out there and doing what you want to do, going after it. Acting is what I do, so I go after it 100%. Do you realize that I'm going to get to see myself in stores all over the country wearing outfits that I probably couldn't get myself, all those designer fashions? It's really kind of interesting. I get to see myself in clothes that I probably wouldn't pick out. This is definitely a different kind of fame than one achieves in television or film. I have to say it will be exciting to see my face in store windows all over the country. You know, it's fun being the female mannequin look of the 80s, but I seem to think that I need a male counterpart. Don't you, Michael? And I think the male should be you.
Christmas tree, oh Christmas tree, how lovely are your branches. Christmas tree, oh Christmas tree, how lovely are your branches. In summer sun or winter snow.
Hi, it's Rhonda Shear, and some of you may remember me from USA Up All Night. And some of you may be watching me on HSN, where I sell my own line of Rhonda Shear intimate apparel. Well, whatever. I would love to send messages to your family, to your friends, just anything that you're excited about. I'm happy to send that message to you. So remember, love and sizzle kisses from Rhonda. I'm ready to be booked. Anyway, put me on cameo.com/Rhonda Shear.
Welcome to Retreat, a style oasis. Here at Retreat, we give beautiful and unique furniture, decor, art, and luxury items a second chance. Our team of experts carefully curates our collection of fabulous finds and offers unique pieces at affordable prices. From stunning furniture and decor to luxury accessories and apparel, we have a little something for everyone. It's resale reimagined. Come see our store located at 1940 Central Avenue in St. Petersburg, Florida, or browse our website at retreatstpete.com.
Next time you go into a department store, don't just look at the fashions. Take a very close look at the mannequin. What you will notice is that today they have a very lifelike appearance, and that's for a very good reason. Watch.
Oh, you beautiful doll, you great big beautiful doll.
Mannequins, they display all the glamour and beauty of high fashion. And although we may not realize it, mannequins motivate us to buy the clothes we wear. With almost 300 of them a week being produced here at Wolf Vine Greeniker in Los Angeles, that means big business. And like fashion, the mannequin industry has come a long way.
We've gone through stages. We've gone from the perfect woman with the perfect unbody movement so that the hemline could be straight. Well, we've come a long way from then. Lifestyles have changed. We're now into activewear. We're into movement. Women are doing the same thing men are doing. And the hell with the business of the hemline being crooked. We've also gone from the stage of the perfect model to the imperfect model. We found that imperfection, there's beauty. Sure, every model that we pick is a beautiful model, but there's something imperfect. Maybe the nose is a little crooked. Maybe the mouth is not as perfect. Maybe the chin is not. We now reached a point where the customer can reach for this level. When it was so perfect, they knew they couldn't reach for it. They knew under no circumstances could they ever look like this. We're now making it so that, yeah, the mannequins are beautiful, but realistically beautiful.
Producing a lovely yet realistic mannequin isn't always easy, and the amount of care and attention to detail that goes into their creation is truly staggering. It all begins with the sculptor.
The sculptors nurture it, they pray over it, and out comes a clay version of what we're trying to accomplish in two ways. One, we do a body, and the other, we do a face, and they've got to work harmoniously together.
Once the sculptors finish their model, it goes down to the factory, a strangely macabre place filled with spare body parts of all description. The real production starts with the waste mold, which is made into an actual production mold. This prototype is then painted with alternating layers of gel and chopped fiberglass. It takes about an hour for this mixture to cure, and then the finished mold is ready for a very thorough sanding.
Stores put pantyhose on our mannequins, and if a woman puts pantyhose on her body and her legs are not shaven properly, the pantyhose are going to rip or be destroyed. Stores don't like to spend this much money constantly putting new pantyhose on it. So we have to have the leg baby fine sanded.
After being sanded and spackled, the mannequin is now ready for painting. First a primary coat, followed by a finish in any color the buyer desires. They are then, quite literally, strung up by their heads to dry, while workers periodically check for flaws that may have developed. Meanwhile, using a unique dipping process, hands are being made, taking care to preserve all the lifelike qualities of an actual human hand. And like some women, mannequins never go outside without their makeup painted on to perfection, their eyes bright and sparkling, and every hair tucked perfectly into place. However, very few women, including model Rhonda Shear, get this kind of treatment.
When I was told that I had the look of the 80s, that's truly a flattering, it's a very flattering compliment. But I think that the look of the 80s, or the woman of the 80s, is not by any means just a physical look. It's a total look. And that's why it was a real compliment for me, because I do think of myself being representative of a lady of the 80s. And that comes from, feeling good both inside and out, and also being the best at what you do. And what I do is I'm an actress, so I work very hard at my craft. And I think that the ladies of the 80s are working very hard at whatever they do. So I'm flattered that I was chosen.
Fashion is fantasy. We're magical, we're mystical. We not only have to create our mannequins in such a way that it stirs up the adrenaline, but we also have to exhibit our mannequins in such a way that it creates an atmosphere of magic and movies. A friend of mine once said, "Norm, we're in show business. I put on the greatest show on earth 7 days a week in my store, and I don't even charge admission." Women actually dress so that they can be loved by the men. Men do the same thing. We try to direct our mannequins into this area. It has nothing to do with sex. It has nothing to do with anything other than we all want to be loved. And that's what fashion's all about.
My name is Kat Garand. I am an artist at the Crazy Chair. I do upholstery. So first time I tried to dress up the chair, I loved it so much that I started experimenting with it. Adding details, adding buttons, adding embroidery, making it tailored. And it was a well-dressed chair with a personality and a story to tell. You want to hang around with that chair. Well, it all starts with a tear down. You get this old antique, not very good looking chair, and you don't really want to keep anything there other than the frame. I had this amazing frame, chair frame, antique. It was large, it was ornate, and it clearly belonged on a pirate ship. Well, Johnny Depp is my favorite pirate. And it's easy to love him here in Florida when you have Gasparilla going on. So you get this image on the back and you work with coordinating fabrics. I don't throw anything away. The fashion in the 80s was very vibrant, very bright, and that is something that stayed with me until now. I loved going to clubs. I love dancing. I love dressing up for the event, it is a feeling that stays with you. It's my happy feeling. Retreat St. Pete is a great story. It is a story. I was very happy to find a fashionable place where my chairs fit in so well. It's a place of fashion, it's a place of style, and I'm very pleased to be here.
Hi, it's Rhonda Shear, and some of you may remember me from USA Up All Night, and some of you may be watching me on HSN, where I sell my own line of Rhonda Shear intimate apparel. Well, whatever. I would love to send messages to your family, to your friends, just anything that you're excited about. I'm happy to send that message to you. So remember, love and sizzle kisses from Rhonda. I'm ready to be booked. Anyway, book me on cameo.com/Rhonda Shear.
Hi, it's Rhonda, your USA Up All Night Valley girl, like the Shear dudes. And like all you bravs out there, wow, like I'm maxed out to like max. Ooh, glad you're tuned in because like I'm not. But tonight we really have like a special show planned for you. I'm going to sing, yes, that's right. Rhonda's gonna like show you her pipes. Plus, we have two great movies. The first one is Vals, which is short for Valley Girls, like Bark Me Out, dude. It's like bitchin'. It has Chuck Connors in it, too. What's remarkable here is that he made this film 6 weeks after his death. And for the guys, we have some remarkable babes. This movie has everything. You'll see 4 girls dancing and a man with a beard. David Letterman. And Webster relaxing. Singing Chicks Like. And the second movie is Chopper Chicks in Zombie Town. But now, sit back and take out your popcorn from the 80s. It's Val's on USA Up All Night. To introduce you to her new band, Rhonda and the Boas. This is Nightmare. Hello. This is Velveeta. Smooth. Now Rhonda and her boa, Constrictors. They're so talented. And we'll be going out on the Tooth or Hair Tour soon. You can call and book us 1-899. Oh, Rhonda, we'll come to your house. We work really cheap. Ready, girls? Here we go. Give me a U. U. Give me an S. S. I'll take the A. A. All together, girls. U. S. Your vocalizing vixen returns with more USA Up All Night after these special messages. I think it's very pretty. Yeah, right. It's me, Rhonda, your voluptuous video vixen. Isn't the music from Valve incredible? I just bought the laser disc and it only cost $600. It really jumps at you. See, soundtracks are very important to a movie. You know, like The Bodyguard, that incredible Whitney Houston song. It really sent that movie skyrocketing. So now I'm going to sing to you the love song from Hoffa. And I'm going to do it with a very famous group. Crosby, Pills, Stash, and Gum. Hoffa. He was a big brutish man with a lot of guys always behind him. Hoffa. Always at a meeting with his truckers and his meat cutters and his dock workers.
It was business. You know I'd be a scab for you, baby.
At first we hugged. I thought we were in love. Then came over
were truckers.
And the women?
They were mother truckers.
Papa, wherever he went, there was always a mob. So many men.
I was organizing. Excuse me for being a victim of the Industrial Revolution.
Please don't bring me Teamsters.
Okay. I won't bring you Teamsters anymore.
Okay, Nightmare, a lot of this depends on you. People are writing us right now to book us all over the country in a tooth or hair tour, all right? Rhonda and the Bad Boas. So do your thing. Give us your very, very best note. Isn't this a great movie? Val's was voted the #1 film last year by biker chicks in zombie towns. Coming up, you're going to see Sonny Bono in his greatest role as a homeless man in his underwear and the women who loved him.
How can I make you smile?
That's the role that put Sonny out of movies and on government subsistence. USA Up All Night will be right back. Rhonda loves all of your letters. Keep them coming. Write to me at Rhonda, USA Up All Night, P.O. Box 5719, Beverly Hills, California, 90209 5719. Coming up, you'll see phone company employees as they break for lunch. Okay, Nightmare, that's enough. I think we got the White House booking. Now, let's get back to Val's on USA Up All Night. Hit it, constrictors! Sensational, huh? Lots of stars, Chuck Connors, Sonny Bono, and an early quote attesting to the great future of Michael Jackson.
By the time that kid's in high school, his nostrils are going to be completely caved in.
We'll be back with more of USA Up All Night right after these messages. Hit it, boys! Ow! Row your boat gently down the stream. Oh, merrily, life is what a dream. Oh, row your boat gently down the stream. Merrily, life is what a dream. Have you figured out the plot yet? Don't worry, neither have the producers. Val's is obviously a music-driven movie, and in keeping with that thought, here's Rhonda's top 6 soundtrack songs. Number 6, Let's Rumble from E.T. Number 5, Black Beans and Candlesticks from Bed Knobs and Broomsticks. Yeah. Number 4, Tyne Daly sings the theme from Murder, She Wrote. Number 3, Sandy Duncan, I'm Back. And number 2, the all-ball version of Hair. And number 1, the soundtrack from Valve. Oh, here's more of the movie on USA Up All Night. You okay, girls? Ooh, smooth. Nightmare. There, don't ask. Hi, we're back. Enjoying the movie? This scene should be watched closely.
Rats, snakes, crispy toads.
It's 3 new products that theater owners are considering trying. Hit it. Old MacDonald had a farm. E-I-E-I-O. what you can expect on USA Up All Night. What other movie shows you a man sniffing a fat guy's waist? Stick around. There's more sniffing and other body parts as we return to Val's. Okay, girls, are you ready to show them our hit song #1 to the charts? Here we go. Hit it. Plop, plop.
Feels, feels. I said, oh, what a relief it is.
Plop, plop.
Feels, feels. Oh, what a relief it is.
Plop, plop.
That feels. Oh, what a relief it is. Oh.
Just remember, this film doesn't just entertain, it educates.
Hey guys, what's a receptacle in?
What other show does that? You can't be too careful with what's going around today.
Good, good.
That's why USA Up All Night was voted the #1 series from Yugoslavians on their way to English classes. We'll be back right after these messages. This is the song that puts the teeth into our tooth or hair tour. He flies in through the window. He comes in through the door. He wants to bite you in the neck, and he'll be back for more.
He sucks, he sucks, he really, really sucks. He's Dracula and he sucks. That's right, Dracula and he sucks.
He stays alive forever, but can't go in the sun. He loves to play at nighttime. That's when he has his fun.
He sucks, he sucks, he really, really sucks. He's Dracula and he sucks. That's right, he's Dracula and he sucks.
He hangs around at blood banks. He wants to get folks hurt. And if you cut your finger, he'll ask you for a squirt. Ooh.
He sucks, he sucks, he really, really sucks. He's Dracula and he sucks. That's right, oh, Dracula and he sucks.
Boy, the security at the mansion is terrible. Luckily, the security guard that protects Rhonda is top-notch. The slightest little noise wakes him up. Val, we'll continue after these very short messages. It's your Snuggle Bunny back with you. Isn't this movie a tearjerker? We at the USA Network have a commitment to its youth. We believe in the foundation and growth of the youth of America. That's why we want you to see and hear what USA Up All Night is all about. This is our motto to you. Support our youth. Now back to Bells on USA Up All Night. We are so excited because we got our very first booking at the White House, but we have to work under a different name, Wilson Phillips Milk of Magnesia. But this is going to be our opening song. You ready, girls?
Yes.
Here we go.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Mr. President.
And Hillary Clinton and Chelsea and the entire United States of America and the world and the solar system.
And the kitty cat.
And try to forget about Jennifer Flowers.
Happy birthday to you.
We love the White House.
Love you. Happy birthday.
Rhonda loves all of your letters. Keep them coming. Write to me at Rhonda, USA Up All Night, P.O. Box 5719, Beverly Hills, California, 90209 5719. I love the way this movie's building to a climax. Who says LA has nothing to offer after the riots? By the way, you can purchase a Laserdisc soundtrack to Val for only $700 right from Rhonda. I'll tell you about it later. Let's get back to Val's on USA Up All Night.
Oh, say what you say.
Yeah, what you do, what you do.
Oh, what you do to me. Up all night with you.
Okay, now we really are coming to a conclusion. I knew this thing would really start to unfold. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And it gets better, because your Midnight Morsel said so, yeah. Coming up, we'll preview a new sitcom on USA Network, Daddy Raised a Midget. In the next scene, look for the only Jewish dating service in town. Now, more sexy babes as we return to our feature on USA Up All Night. Right, Chris? All right, girl! You're watching Chopper Chicks in Zombie Town. Barbara Bush requested this film the most when she was in the White House, and Millie the dog likes it too. Coming up is the grand finale. You don't want to miss that. Okay, guys, bring it down. Well, there you have it. The movie's over. The biker chicks cleaned up the zombies in town. That should teach Jack in the Box from opening there again. Remember to stay put as Rhonda keeps going with Prom Night 3, The Last Kiss, right here on USA Up All Night. And be sure to join me next Friday night when we'll do something completely different all over again. I'd like, first of all, to thank Rhonda and the Boas Nightmare, Velveeta, the Constrictors. We will be back, and you can book us, even for your prom just right. Until next Friday, remember, from the keeper of the Sizzle Kiss, if it's LA, it's Rhonda, Up All Night.
Hi, it's Rhonda Shear, and some of you may remember me from USA Up All Night, and some of you may be watching me on HSN, where I sell my own line of Rhonda Shear intimate apparel. Well, whatever. I would love to send messages to your family, to your friends, just anything that you're excited about. I'm happy to send that message to you. So remember, love and sizzle kisses from Rhonda. I'm ready to be booked. Anyway, book me on cameo.com/Rhonda Shear.
Christmas tree, oh Christmas tree. How lovely are your branches, Christmas tree, oh Christmas tree. How lovely are your branches in summer sun or winter snow. Stuck at home and you don't know what to do. Hold on, baby, Rhonda, she's got you. Grab your computer, log on, baby, you got the power. It's the Rhonda Shear Social Live. It's the